All right, Taurus or Taurus cross watcher. Let's go ahead and get into this message for you guys. Oh, hold on. Let me make sure I have this right. All right. So here we go. I'm going to title this video Dead Serious because somebody's dead serious. This is no joking matter. It's a positive message, but somebody's serious. It's a serious positive message, and it's a serious person. So take this as it resonates for you. Feel free to reverse it if you need to. This may even be for somebody connected to you. You know how it goes. But anyway, someone is very serious about a move they're making or planning to make. This is not the type of individual who doesn't think things through and will consider them before taking action. Quite the opposite. This type of person double dots the I's and double crosses the T's. They take everything into careful consideration, as opposed to taking huge risks unless they absolutely have no choice. This type of individual does not make half-hearted, half-assed moves or decisions. They are big on not wasting their time, energy, and certainly not their resources. And that doesn't just mean their money, but time is a resource. Energy is a resource. It's currency. It's the currency of this realm, our energy, our focus. So we're dealing with a person here who they don't play. I mean, you could really say they don't play. A lot of us were like, we don't play. This person really don't play. Some of you, it is you. I don't know. Whoever this is, you could say they move with caution. Yeah, of course they do. Absolutely, you have to. They don't, this isn't somebody to not look into something first before, taking it on or getting into it or investing. This is a smart person. I mean, they're probably in a pretty high position in their life right now. And it's because they make these moves. They may have made some hiccups before. We all do. But where they are now currently, they are very wise. Like, it kind of reminds me of like the sharks on Shark Tank. Like Mr. Wonderful. He's a Cancer, I believe. I don't know. Mr. Wonderful, Damon, Mark. Is that his name? One of the guys named Mark. And then the guy who married the dancer or whatever. He got with the dancer. I love him. What's his name? Anyway, it kind of reminds me. Or Lori, I don't remember her name. She's like the one in charge of QVC. And then there's Barbara. I believe it's Barbara, right? These type things. I think they have new sharks now. It's been a little while since I've seen it. But that type person. Think that type individual. I don't know if this person has a successful business. Perhaps they're a CEO, an entrepreneur, or they don't have to be any of those things. They could just be well established in their company. They make good money. This is someone who's pretty set. If not financially, I don't know, I feel like they are financially, but it may not be. In some situations, it may not be where they would like to be financially. Like they're still working on wealth or what they deem as wealth, but they're still very, very wealthy in a lot of departments. Like they're healthy. I would say this is probably a pretty healthy person as well. That doesn't mean they don't have their normal little ailments and stuff like that. We all do. We all start to creak a little more as we get older. But they're pretty freaking healthy. This is someone who they have a lot of self-control. They have to. They can't really run amok and be crazy and be wild. I don't know if they ever have been, but no. This is probably someone who has great self-control. They pace themselves with things. Like if they were to do something, they don't go hog wild with it or crazy because somebody has to pay the bills, because someone has to be responsible and get up for work the next day. You see? Like that type thing. This is someone who takes care of things. They probably take very good care of their property, whatever that is. Their vehicle's probably well taken care of. Their clothing, like they have a lot of respect for what they've gained and earned, at least in specific areas, if not all of them. And you can tell by how their life is playing out. It's beautiful. It's very beautiful. It's really, I don't know. I don't actually see this very often, to be honest with you. I don't see this often. It's a very well put together individual. I mean, I guess they could even come off to people as, it depends on the people, right? They could even come off as boring. I don't think they'd give a shit one bit, with all due respect. I don't think this type of individual cares what anybody thinks about them. They're not at all concerned with keeping up with anyone else and what they're thinking about them. That's not how you get things done. You focus. So what anyone else has going on, this person doesn't pay it any mind. They don't care. It doesn't matter. This isn't at all someone who, they don't even give it attention. It kind of reminds me of someone who's famous, even. I guess for some of you, this person could be famous. I know it's not going to resonate for everybody. Take what parts do and what parts don't. It could be you, even. It could be reversed. If they're, I mean, they could be. Because, like, let's say, you know how there's all these videos out about, like, certain people, and they'll be like, this, and that. Now, whether it's true or not, it's just people will give their opinion and make videos about people. But people who are really, 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 at least as far as they deem successful, depending on how successful they are, they'll just get their lawyer to take care of it. Damn. Or they'll, you know, or they just don't care. Like, it has to be brought to their attention. It's like, hey, did you see this? And it's like, call the lawyer, take it down, call the blah blah blah, remove it, take them to court. You know, it's like not a problem. That's this type person. This is a businessman or a businesswoman. This is someone who means business. And that's it, just if they got it like that. Like, if they have it like that and they're, I don't know, maybe they're not famous, but they're really successful. Like, it kind of reminds me of like a Jordan Peterson or a just very successful individuals who don't not only have time to spend their valuable resources of energy, attention, whatever, on people who are whatever they're doing, but also they won't do it at all. Like, they're not going to put up with it at all. This is a very serious person, but that doesn't mean they're not fun. It doesn't mean they don't have a heart. They very much have a heart. Clearly. You know, if they didn't have a heart, they wouldn't work as hard as they do. They're clearly working hard for something or someone. Maybe they're looking for the right partner, whether in business or in romance or both. Or this could be someone who is married and is like, I have the right partner and I work hard for my family. Wow. I mean, unless some of you, this is you, or you're looking for this type of person, well, look no more, honey. Shit. I don't know what to tell you. I haven't even turned the page over. Half of it, I was just, it was just coming out of me. If they dedicate or commit to something, it is because they are locked in, invested, and dead serious. And that is who I'm picking up on here. Either this is someone you're currently involved with in some way, you will be involved with in some way, or again, it's you yourself. So, going back to what we said a minute ago, this person does not invest any, and I mean any, of themselves or what they deem valuable if they don't mean it, and if they aren't serious and they don't see something in it. They won't do it. So they mean business. Somebody means business. They are dead serious here. Again, it's not going to be a message for everybody, but, and I don't hardly ever get messages like this, actually. It's kind of exciting, honestly. It's like, oh, thank God. I mean, we hear about them, but where have these people been? You know, a lot of them are just in their own states and stuff. Like, perhaps you live in a state where you don't meet people like this, or you live in an area where you don't meet a lot of people like this. You know, you're like, where's all the good ones at? Well, most of them are married. They're already taken. Or you just don't live in the right space or the right place, honey. We got to meet them. It's like, I'm just channeling here. I'm not necessarily saying it, but it's coming through me. Anyway, so that's what the internet's good for sometimes. Maybe this happens through the internet, or somebody gets connected to a person through the internet here, or will, because, you know, when you live in certain places, how do you know what else exists in the world? Perhaps there's also slim pickings where this person is at. Maybe all the women are the same there. Maybe all the men are the same there, and this person's looking for someone specific. Wow. And that's if you're not already with this person. If you're already with them, you're probably a very happy wife or a very happy husband, or you're about to be. Okay? Whatever someone is doing or about to do, they mean it. I can't stop saying it. They are not the one to bluff or to mess around with. Like, if anybody called this person's bluff, you'd have to wonder if that person, like, is a jokester or something, you know? Like, you wouldn't want to call this person's bluff. No. Like, if this was the type of person to get in a physical altercation, and I do emphasize physical altercation, it would be only that. A physical altercation. There would be no verbal leading up to it. This isn't the type of person to talk shit that leads to a fight. It would have to be another person starting the fight because this person doesn't have the time for it. And the other person would have to start the physical altercation, would probably have to throw the first punch, and then this person would finish it. And probably with very little effort. Because they're not a shit talker. Not that shit talkers can't fight. Some shit talkers will fuck you up. But this isn't a shit talker. It's a doer, you know. I'm not suggesting that. I'm just saying, okay, this is something I pick up on. Or if like this type of person were to be protecting a home of theirs, or a business of theirs, or a family of theirs, or a child or children of theirs, and somebody were to try to attack them or intrude or something, this person would probably hold something to their head, if you know what I'm saying. And it would not be wise for the person on the other end of it to call their bluff. Not at all. No. There's something here to do with a hard hitter. Literally. They could literally hit hard, like a couple hits, if not just one, and done. One and done! Or maybe even there's something here as like a heavy hitter, which heavy hitter is just like a big shot, like a big cheese, like the big man, the big boss, the big guy, big girl, whoever, big girl or guy. Now this person could be rather big. They could be, yeah, I think they're big in some way. They could be really tall. It doesn't have to be, just think of big. Could be big in their field, big in their area, big something. They got big pockets, big wallet, they got big something, big savings. They got big plans, they got big visions for themselves, and they make big moves. But anyway, we're going to take the rest of this over to members and finish it out. So, thank you guys for being here with me, and I'll see you over there.